as a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by providence, impoverished and squalor. Grow up to be a hero and a scholar. The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of a trading charter. And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted their way across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside he was longing for something to be a part of, but brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter. Then a hurricane came and devastation reigned. Our man saw his future dripping down the drain. Put a pencil to his temple, connected to his brain, and he wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain. Word got around, they said this kid is insane. Man took up a collection just to send him to the main. Get your education, don't forget from whence you came, and the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton. And there's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait, just you wait. When he was 10, father split full of it, dead ridden his years later. Alexander's mother bedridden, half dead, sitting there on sick, the scent thick. And Alex got better, but his mother went quick. Moved in with the cousin committed suicide, left him with nothing but ruined pride. Something new inside a voice saying, Alex, you gotta fend for yourself. He started retreating and reading every treatise on the shelf. There would have been nothing left to do for something less astute. He would have been dead or destitute without a cent of restitution. Started working, clerking for his mate, mother's landlord, trading sugar cane and all the runs on things he can't afford, scamming for every book he could get his hands on, planning for the future. See him now as he stands on the bow of a ship headed for a new land. In New York you can be a new man. New York you can be a new man. New York you can be just you wait. New York, you can be a new man. In New York, just you wait. Alexander Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton. We are waiting in the wings for you. You can never back down. You never learn to take your time. Oh, Alexander Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton. When America sings for you, will they know what you overcame? Will they know you rewrote the game? Although we'll never be the same. The ship is in the harbor now, see if you can spot him. Another immigrant come up from the bottom. Examine and destroyed his reputation, forgot him. We fought with him. Me, I died for him. Me, I trusted him. Me, I loved him. And me, I'm the damn fool that shot him. There's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton. 1776. New York City, pardon me. Are you Aaron Burr, sir? That depends who's asking. Oh well, sure. Sir, I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I have been looking for you. I'm getting nervous. Sir, I heard your name at Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of study when I got a sort out of the sorts with a buddy of yours. I may have punched him. It's a blur. Sir, he handles the financials. You punch the bursar. Yes, I want to do what you did. Graduate into and grow into the revolution. He looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. How'd you do it? How'd you graduate so fast? It was my parents' dying wish before they passed. You're an orphan. Of course, I'm an orphan. God, I wish there was a war that we could prove of. There more than I only bargained for. Can I buy you a drink? That would be nice. While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less. What? Smile more. Ha. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. You can't be serious. You wanna get ahead. Yes. Fools who run their mouths up wind up dead. Yo, what time is it? Showtime, like I said. Showtime, yo, I'm John Lawrence in the place to be. 2 pints of sad M's, but I'm working on 3. Those red coats don't want it with me, cause I will pop, chicka pop these cops till I'm free. Oui, mon ami, je m'appelle Lafayette, the Lancelot of the revolutionary set. I come from afar just to play bonsoir. Tell the king casse-toi, who's the best? C'est moi. Bra, bra. I am Hercules Mulligan, up in it, loving it. Yes, I heard your mother say, come again. Hey. Lock up your daughters and horses. Of course, it's hard to have intercourse with 4 sets of corsets. Wow. No more sex, pour me another brew, son. Let's raise a couple more to the revolution. Well, if it ain't the prodigy of Princeton College, Aaron Burr, give us a verse, drop some knowledge. Good luck with that, you're taking a stand. You spit, I'ma sit, we'll see where we land. Ooh. Revolution's imminent, what do you spar for? Well, they stand for nothing, Burr, what do you fall for? Who are you, who are you, who are you? Ooh, who is this kid, what's he gonna do? I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dang, I amaze and I astonish. The problem is got a lot of brains, but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word. I drop knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough. A shining piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech unimpeachable. I'm only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets, I get colder. I shoulder every burden to disadvantage. I've learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk the streets famished. The planet to fan the spark into a flame. But damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out the name. I am the ALEXAND. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Me now then is non-ascendously. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. Then King George turns around, runs a spending free. He ain't gonna set this descendants free. So there will be a revolution in this century. And to me, he says in parentheses, don't be shocked when your history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually you'll see my ascendancy. And I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. I'm not throwing away my shot. It's time to take a shot. I dream a life without the monarchy. The unrest of France will lead to anarchy. Anarchy, how do you say? Oh, anarchy. When I fight, I make the other side panicky with my shot. Yo, I'm a tailor's apprentice. I got your knuckles in a head, nigga, apprentice. I'm joining the rebellion, cause I know it's my chance to socially advance. Instead of suing some pants, I'm gonna take a shot. But we'll never be truly free until those bondage you have the same roots as you and me. When die, do or die. Wait till I sally in on a stallion with the 1st Black Battalion. Have another shot. You said lower your voices, you keep out of trouble and you double your choices. I'm with you, but the situation is fraught. You gotta be carefully taught or talk, you're gonna get shot. Bird, check what we got, Mr. Lafayette, hard rock like an lot. I think your pants look hot, Lawrence, I like you a lot. Let's hatch a plot, blacker than the kettle of all in the pot. What are the odds the gods will put us all in one spot? Popping the twat is intention, and wisdom like it or not. A bunch of revolutionary manunism and additions. Give me a position, show me where the ammunition is. Oh, am I talking too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited, shoot off at the mouth. I never had a group of friends before, I promise that'll make y'all proud. This fight in front of a crowd. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. I'm not throwing away my shot. Everybody sing, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, whoa, woo, whoa, yeah. The whoa, whoa, whoa. I said shout it to the rooftops. Whoa. Said to the rooftops. Whoa. Come on. rise up. When you're living on your knees, you rise up. Tell your brother that he's gotta rise up. Tell your sister that she's gotta rise up. He's gonna rise up. When are these colonies gonna rise up? When are these colonies gonna rise up? When are these colonies gonna rise up? Rise up. I imagine death so much it feels like a memory. When's it gonna get me? In my sleep 7 feet ahead of me. If I see it coming, do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a beat without a melody? See, I never thought I'd live past 20. Where I come from, some get half as many. Ask anybody why we living fast. We laugh, reach for a flask. We have to make this moment last, that's plenty. Scratch that, this is not a moment, it's the movement. We're all the hungriest brothers with something to prove. When foes oppose us, we take an honest stand. We roll like Moses, claiming our promised land. And if we win our independence, is that a guarantee of our freedom for our descendants? Or will the bloody be shed in an endless cycle of vengeance and death with no defendants? I know the action in the street is exciting, but Jesus, between all the bleeding and fighting I've been reading and writing, we need to handle our financial situation. Are we a nation of states? What's the state of our nation? I'm past patiently waiting, I'm passionately smashing every expectation. Every action's an act of creation. I'm laughing in the face of casualties and sorrow. For the first time I'm thinking past tomorrow, and I am not throwing away my shot. And I'm not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. I'm not throwing away my shot. We're gonna rise up, take a shot. We're gonna rise up, time to take a shot. We're gonna rise up, take a shot. Rise up, take a shot, rise up. It's time to take a shot, take a shot. Hey yo, it's time to take a shot, time to take a shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. I may not live to see our glory, I may not live to see our glory, but I will gladly join the fight, And when our children tell our story, they'll tell the story of tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to freedom, something they will never take away. No matter what they tell you, raise a glass to the 4 of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us, telling the story of tonight. Tell the story of tonight. Raise a glass to freedom, something they can never take away. No matter what they tell you, let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to the 4 of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us, telling the story of tonight. Let's have another round tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. Freedom. They'll tell the story of tonight. Raise a glass to freedom. They'll tell the story of tonight. Tell the story of tonight.
Nothing of folks love more than going downtown and slumming with the poor. They pull up in their carriages and gawk at the students in the commons just to watch them talk. Take Philip Schuyler, the man is loaded. Uh-oh, the little does he know that his daughters, Peggy, Angelica, Eliza, sneak into the city just to watch the guys. Work, Angelica! Work, Eliza! And Peggy, the Schuyler sisters, Angelica, Peggy, Eliza, work! Dad is said to be home by sundown. Doesn't need to know. Daddy said not to go downtown. Like I said, you're free to go, but look around, the revolution's happening in New York. Angelica, work! It's bad enough Daddy wants to go to war. People shouting in the square. It's bad enough there'll be violence on our shore. New ideas in the air. Look around, Angelica, remind me what we're looking for. She's looking for me. Eliza, I'm working for a mind at work. I'm looking for a mind at work. I'm looking for a mind at work. Whoa. There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone in the rush next door is pretty. Excuse me, miss, I know it's not funny, but your perfume smells like your daddy's got money. Winding in the cities with fancy heels. You're searching for an urchin who can give you ideals. Brr, you disgust me. So you disgust me. I'm a trust fund, baby, you can trust me. I've been reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. Some men sense I'm sense or I'm insane. You want a revolution, I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. And when I meet Thomas Jefferson, I turn to the cute women in the sequel. Work! Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan, and we just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world. Cause I've been reading Common Sense for such to say so many things that I'm intense or I'm insane. You want a revolution, I want a revelation. So look into my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Look around how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan, and we just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world. Work, Angelica. Work, Liza and Peggy, the Skylar sisters. Work, we're looking for our mind at work, play, work, hey, work, the greatest city in the world, work, and the great.
Yeah. My name is Samuel Seabury, and I present free thoughts on the proceedings of the Continental Congress. Heed not the rabble who scream revolution, they have not your interest at heart.
Oh my god, tear this dude apart.
Chaos and bloodshed are not a solution, don't let them lead you astray. This Congress does not speak for me, they're playing a dangerous game. I pray the king shows you his mercy. For shame, for shame. Yeah, heed not the revolution at the sound of scream, but the revolution is coming. I have not your interest. Yeah, it's hard to listen with a straight face. Chaos and bloodshed already haunt us. Honestly, don't let them lead you astray.
And all that we've lost, and you talk about
this Congress does not speak for me.
Dog speaks more eloquent than
they're playing a dangerous
but strangely
game. Your mange is the same. The king shows you his mercy.
Is he in Jersey?
For shame, for the revolution. For shame, for the revolution. Heed. If you repeat yourself, I'm gonna scream.
Scream.
Ominously look at me, please don't.
Not your interest.
Don't modulate the key, then not debate with me. Why should a tiny island across the sea regulate the price of tea? Alexander, please, Burr, rather be indecisive than decisive. Drop the nicety.
Silence!
A message from the king. A message from the king. A message from the king. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. Be back. Soon you'll see, you'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We'd have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You're the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject, my sweet submissive subject, my loyal royal subject, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight and fight and win the war for your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. And when you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we had, 'cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Everybody. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya.
British Admiral Howe's got troops on the water. 32,000 troops in New York Harbor. 32,000 troops in New York Harbor. When they surround our troops, they surround our troops. When they surround our troops. As a kid in the Caribbean, I wished for a war. I knew that I was poor, I knew it was the only way to rise up. If they tell my story, I am either gonna die on the battlefield in glory or rise up. I will fight for this land, but there's only one man who could give us a command so we can rise up. Understand, it's the only way to rise up, rise up. Here he comes, here comes the general, ladies and gentlemen.
Here comes the general,
the moment you've been waiting for.
Here comes the general,
the pride of Mount Vernon.
Here comes the
George Washington. We are outgunned, what outmanned, what outnumbered, outplanned. We gotta make an all-out stand. Hey yo, I'm gonna need a right hand man. Can I be real a second? For just a millisecond. Let down my guard and tell the people how I feel a second. Now I'm the model of a modern major general, a venerated Virginian veteran whose men all lining up to put me up on the pedestal, writing letters to relatives, embellishing my eloquence and eloquence. But the elephant is in the room, the truth is in your face when you hear the British cannons go boom. Any hope of success is fleeting. How can I keep leading when the people I'm leading keep retreating? How can I stop until bleeding as the British take Brooklyn, night takes Rook? But look, we are outgunned, what outmanned, what outnumbered, outplanned. We gotta make an all-out stand. Hey yo, I'm gonna need a right hand man. Incoming! They're battering down the battery, check the damages. We gotta stop them and rob them of their advantages. Let's take a stand with the stamina God has granted us. Hamilton won't abandon ship. Yo, let's steal the cannon. Shaboom goes the cannon, watch the blood and spray. And boom goes the cannon, we're abandoning the Kip Bay. And boom, there goes another ship. And boom, we just tossed down and tip. And boom, we gotta run the home quick, we can't afford another slip. Guns and horses giddy up, I died beside to divvy up my forces. The skittish is the British shut the city up. This close to giving up, facing mad scrutiny, I scream in the face of this mass mutiny. Are these the men with which I can defend America? We ride at midnight,
Manhattan in the distance. I cannot be at everywhere at once, people. I am in dire need of assistance. Your Excellency, sir. Who are you? Aaron Burr, sir. Permission to state my case as you were. Sir, I was a captain on the General Montgomery until he caught a bullet in the neck in Quebec. Well, in summary, I think that I could be of some assistance. I admire how you keep firing on the British from a distance, huh? I have some questions, a couple of suggestions on how to fight instead of fleeing west. Yes, well, see, you want to tell me? Hamilton, come in. Have you met Burr? Yes, sir, we keep meeting. I was saying, sir, I look forward to seeing your strategy play out. Burr, sir, close the door on your way out. Boom. Have I done something wrong, sir? On the contrary, I called you here because our odds are beyond scary. Your reputation precedes you, but I have to laugh, sir. Hamilton, how come can no one get you on their staff? Sir, don't get me wrong, you're a young man of great renown. I know you stole British cannons while we were still downtown. Nathaniel Greene and Henry Knox wanted to hire you. You had to be a secretary. I don't think so. Now, why are you upset? I'm not. It's alright. You want to fight. You got a hunger. I was just like you when I was younger. Head full of fantasies of dying like a martyr. Yes, dying is easy, young man. Living is hard. Why are you telling me this? I'm being honest. I'm working with a third of what our Congress has promised. We are a powder keg about to explode. I need someone like you to lighten the load. So, I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Ayo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. I am not throwing away my shot. Son, we are outgunned, outmanned. We need all the help you can get. I have some friends. Lawrence, Mulligan, Margita, Lafayette. Okay, what else? No numbered out plan. We need eyes on the inside. Some kingsmen who might something sing fast. Now talk to Congress and tell them we need supplies. You rally the guys, master the element to surprise. Above my station, organize your information till we rise to the occasion of our new nation. Sir, here comes the general, rise up. What? Here comes the general, rise up. What? Here comes the general, rise up. What? Here comes the general. What? And his right hand man. Boom! How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore go on and on, grow into more of a phenomenon? Watch this obnoxious, arrogant, loud-mouthed brother to be at the right hand of the father. Washington hires Hamilton right on sight, but Hamilton still wants to fight, not right. Now Hamilton's scale with the quail is undeniable, but what do we have in common? We're reliable with the ladies. There are so many to the flower. Ladies, looks proximity to power. Ladies, they delighted and distracted. My Martha Washington named a feral tomcat after him. That's true. 1780, a winter's ball, and the Schuyler sisters are the envy of all. You know, if you could marry a sister, you're rich, son. Is it a question of if, Burr, or which one? Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, I do. Hey, ooh, I do. You got me helpless. Look into your eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning them. I have never been the type to try and grab the spotlight. We were at a revel with some rebels on a hot night, laughing at my sister as she danced in the room. Then you walked in and my heart went boom, trying to catch your eye from the side of the ballroom. Everyone is dancing and the band's top ballroom. Fine to the rhythm as we're fine and dine. Grab my sister and whisper, yo, this one's mine. Woo! My sister made a cry across the room to you. I got nervous thinking what she's gonna do. She grabs you by the arm, I'm thinking I'm through. Then you look at me and suddenly I'm helpless. Oh, look into the eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm helpless. Oh, down for the count and I'm drowning and I'm helpless. I am so into you. look into your eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm helpless, and I know I'm drowning for the count, and I'm drowning in. Where you taking me? I'm about to change your life, then by all means lead the way. Elizabeth Schuyler, it's a pleasure to meet you. Schuyler, my sister, thank you for all your service. If it's anything for us to meet, it will have been worth it. I'll leave you to it. 1 week later, I'm writing a letter nightly. Now my life's getting better every letter that you write me. Laughing at my sister cause she wants to form a harem. I'm just saying if you really loved me, you'd share 'em. Ha! 2 weeks later, I'm in the room stressing. My father's stone-faced while you're asking for his blessing. I'm dying inside as you whine and dine, and I'm trying not to cry cause there's nothing that your mind can't do. Mother makes her way across the room to you. I panic in a second thinking we're through. Then he shakes her hand and says, be true. You turn to me and smile and I'm helpless. I'm looking to your eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning and I'm helpless.
That boy's mine.
Look in your eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning in them. Liza, I don't have $1 to my name, an acre of land, a troop to command, a dollar for fame. All I have my honor and a tolerance for pain, a couple of college knowledge and my top-notch brain. Insane! You only brings a little different side of me. Peggy confides in me. Angelica tried to take a bite out of me. No stress, my love for you is never in doubt. We'll need a little place in Harlem and we'll figure it out. I have been living without family since I was a child. My father left, my mother died. I grew up buck wild. But I'll never ever get my faith in the day that was.
I do. Yeah. I'm for the count and I'm my lies is in it. Helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning and I'm. Helpless.
Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Now everyone, give it up for the maid of honor, Angelica Schuyler. A toast to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride, the bride. From your sister, Angelica, who is always by your side, by your side, to your union, to the union, to the revolution, and the hope that you provide, you provide. May you always be satisfied. Rewind. I remember that night, I just might rewind. I remember that night, I just might rewind. I remember that night, I remember that. I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys tripping over themselves to win our praise. I remember that dream like candlelight, like a dream that you can't quite place. But Alexander, I'll never forget the first time I saw your face. I have never been the same. Intelligent eyes and a hunger pang frame. When you said hi, I forgot my dang name. Set my heart aflame, every part aflame. This is not a game. Strike me when I was never satisfied. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. You forget yourself, you're like me. I'm never satisfied, is that right? I've never been satisfied. My name is Angelica Schuyler, Alexander Hamilton. Where's your family from? Unimportant, there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait, just you wait. So, this is what it is like to match switch with someone on the level. What the hell is the catch? It's the feeling of freedom, seeing the light. It's Ben Franklin with the key and the kite. You see it right? The conversation lasted 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Everything we said is total agreement. It's a dream and it's a bit of a dance, a bit of a posture, it's a bit of a stance. He's a bit of a flirt, but I'ma give it a chance. I asked him about it. Did he answer? His head is pretty, he looked askance. He's penniless, he's frying, but the feet his pants. Handsome boy, does he know it? Peach fuzz, and he can't even grow it. I wanna take him far away from this place, and I turn around and Mister's place, and she is helpless, and I know she is helpless, and her eyes are just helpless, and I realize 3 fundamental truths at the exact same time. Where are you taking me? I'm about to change your life. By all means, lead the way. No one, I'm a girl in rich. My only job is to marry rich. My father has no son, so I'm the one who has to social climb for one. I'm the wildest and the wittiest and the gossip in New York City is insidious, and Alexander is penniless. Ha! That doesn't make it I want any less. Elizabeth Schuyler, it's a pleasure to meet you. Schuyler, my sister. Number 2, he's after me, cause I'm a Schuyler's sister. That elevates his status. I'd have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to Eliza. Now that's his wife. Nice going, Angelica, he was right. You will never be satisfied. Thank you for all your service. It takes fighting a war for us to meet. It would have been worth. I'll leave you to it. Number 3, I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. If I tell her that I love him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine, she'd be fine, she'd be lying. But when I fantasize at night, it's Alexander's eyes as I romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized dim up so quickly. At least my dear Eliza's his wife. At least I keep his eyes in my life. To the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride. From your sister, Angelica, Angelica, who's always by your side, by your side. To your union, to the revolution, and the hope that you provide. You provide. May you always be satisfied. Be satisfied. Be satisfied. Be satisfied. And I know she'll be happy as his bride. And I know he will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied. I may not live to see our glory. I may not live to see our glory. But I've seen wonders great and small. I've seen wonders great and small. If the tomcat can get married, if Alexander can get married, after all, there's a glass to freedom. Hey! Something you will never see again. No matter what she tells you, let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to the 4 of us. Ooh. The newly not poor of us. They'll tell the story of tonight. Let's have another round. Well, if it isn't Aaron Burr, sir, to think you would make it to be sure. Burr. I came to say congratulations. Spit a verse, Burr. See the whole gang is here. You are the worst, Burr. Ignore him, congratulations, Lieutenant Colonel. I wish I had your command instead of man in George's journal. No, you don't. Yes, I do. Now be sensible. From what I've heard, you made yourself indispensable. Well, I've heard you got a special someone on the side, Burr. Is that so? What are you trying to hide, Burr? I should go. No, these guys should go. What? No, leave them, man. It's alright, Burr. I wish you brought this girl with you tonight, Burr. You're very kind, but I'm afraid it's unlawful, sir. What do you mean? She's married. Oh, see, she's married to a British officer.
Oh shoot.
Congrats again, Alexander. Smile more. I'll see you on the other side of the wall. I will never understand you. If you love this woman, go get her. What are you waiting for? I'll see you on the other side of the wall. I'll see you on the other side of the wall. Theodosia writes me a letter every day. Day. I'm keeping the bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side in Georgia. He's trying to keep the colonies in line. But he can keep all the Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep living anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make our mistakes, and if there's a reason, I'm by his side, and so many have tried. I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. My grandfather was a fire and a brimstone preacher. But there are things that the homilies and hymns won't teach ya. My mother was a genius. My father commanded respect. When he died, they left no instructions, just a legacy to protect. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make our mistakes, and if there's a reason, I'm still alive. Cause everybody who's loved me has died, and I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it. I am the one thing in life I can control. Wait for it. I am inimitable, I'm an original. Wait for it. I am nothing behind or running late. Wait for it. I'm not standing still, I am lying wait. Hamilton faces an endless uphill climb. He has something to prove, he has nothing left to lose. Hamilton's pace is relentless, he wastes no time. What is it like in his shoes? Hamilton doesn't hesitate, he exhibits no restraint. He takes and he takes and he takes, and he keeps winning anyway. He changes the game, raises the stakes, and if there's a reason he seems to thrive when so few have survived, then goddammit, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints, and it takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we fall and we break and we break, and if there's a reason, I'm still alive, and so many have died, that I'm willing to wait for it. Hey, alive, stay alive. Never seen the general so despondent. I have taken over writing letters and correspondence. Congress, whites, George attack the British forces. I shoot back, we have resorted to eating our horses. Local merchants deny us equipment assistance. They only take British money, so sing a song of sixpence. He's not coming, but sir, Alex, listen. There's only one way for us to win this. Provoke outrage. Outright, that's right. Don't engage, strike by night. Remain relentless till the troops take flight. Make it impossible to justify the cost of the fight. Outrun, outlast.
Hit him quick, get up out, chicka plow. He's alive till his horse show is past. We're gonna fly a lot of flags, half-mast, raise a glass. I go back to New York in my apprenticeship. I ask for free friend, France I send a ship. To work with Hamilton, we write essays against slavery. And every day a test of our camaraderie and bravery. But supply lines, we steal contraband. We pick and choose our battles and places to take a stand. And every day, sir, entrusts me with a command. And every day, no, he dismisses me out of hand. Instead of me, he promotes Charles Lee. Instead of giving command, I'm a general. Yay! He's not the best I would have gone with. The battle of mom. Everyone attack, retreat, retreat. What are you doing, Lee? Get back on your feet. But there's so many of them. I'm sorry, is this not your speed? Hamilton, ready, sir. Have Lafayette take the lead. Yes, sir. 1,000 soldiers die in 100-degree heat as we snatch a stalemate from the jaws of defeat. Charles Lee was left without a pot to piss in. He started saying this to anybody who would listen. Washington cannot be left alone to his devices. Indecisive from crisis to crisis. The best thing he can do for the revolution is turn and go back from platinum tobacco on Mount Vernon. Ooh, don't do a thing, history will prove him wrong. But sir, you have a war to fight, let's move along. Strong words from Lee, someone ought to hold him to it. I can't disobey direct orders, then I'll do it. Alexander, you're the closest friend I've got. Lawrence, do not throw away your shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 dual commandments. It's the 10 dual commandments. Number 1, the challenge, demand satisfaction. If they apologize, no need for further action. Number 2, if they don't, grab a friend, that's your second. Your lieutenant, when there's reckoning to be reckoned. Number 3, have your seconds meet face to face. Negotiate a peace or negotiate a time and place. This is commonplace, especially between recruits. Most disputes die and no one shoots. Number 4, if they don't reach a peace, that's alright. Time to get some pistols and a doctor on site. You pay him in advance, you treat him with civility. You have him turn around so he can have deniability. 5, duel before the sun is in the sky. Pick a place to die where it's high and dry. Number 6, leave a note for the next of kin. Tell him where you've been, pray that heaven lets you in. 7, confess your sins, ready for the moment of adrenaline when you finally face your opponent. Number 8, your last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can record straight. Alexander, Aaron Burr, sir, can we agree that duels are dumb and immature? Sure, but your man has to answer for his words, but with his life. We both know that's absurd, sir. Hang on, how many of them died because Lee was inexperienced and ruinous? Okay, so we're doing this. Number 9, look him in the eye, aim no higher. Summon all the courage you require, then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10, paces fire. Lee, do you yield? You shot him in the side, yes he yields. I'm satisfied, yo, we gotta clear the field. Go, we won, here comes the general. This should be fun. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Berg? Medic for the general. Yes sir, Lee, you will never agree with me, but believe me, these young men don't speak for me. Thank you for your service, let's ride. Hamilton, sir, meet him inside. Meet him inside, meet him inside, meet him inside, meet him inside. Son, don't call me son, this war is hard enough without infighting. Lee called you out, we called his bluff, solved nothing. You aggravate our allies to the south. You're absolutely right, John should have shot him in the mouth. That would have shot him, son. I'm not your son, watch your tone. I am not a maiden in need of bending. I'm Thomas Conway. These men take your men through the mud. My name's been through a lot, I can well, I don't have your name, I don't have your titles, I don't have your land. But if you give me a command of a battalion, a group of men to lead, I could fly above my station after the war, or you could die, and we need you alive. I am more willing to die. Your life needs you alive, son. I need you to call me son one more time. Go home, Alexander. That's an order from your commander. Sir, go home.
Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around. How long have you known? A month or so, Eliza, you should have told me. I wrote to the general a month ago. No, I begged him to send you home. You should have told me. I'm not sorry. I knew you'd fight until the war was won, but you deserve a chance to meet your son. Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. Will you relish being a poor man's wife, able to provide for your life? Relish being your wife. Look around. Look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Just stay alive, that would be enough. And if this child shares a fraction of your smile, or a fragment of your mind, look out the world, that would be enough. I don't pretend to know the challenges you're facing, the words you keep erasing and creating in your mind. But I'm not afraid. I know who I married, so long as you come home at the end of the day, that would be enough. We don't need a legacy, we don't need money. If I could grant you peace of mind, if you could let me inside your heart, oh, let me be a part of the narrative and the story they will write someday. Let this moment be the first chapter where you decide to stay. And I could be enough, and we could be enough. That would be enough. How does a ragtag volunteer army in need of a shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire, leave the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we have a secret weapon, an immigrant we know and love who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman, Lafayette. I'm taking this horse by the reins, making red coats readier than bloodstains. Lafayette. And I'm never gonna stop till I make him drop and burn his flat in the rains. I'm Lafayette. Watch me engaging and escaping, I'm raging. I'm Lafayette. I go back to war on funds. Lafayette. And I come back for more guns and ships, and so the balance shifts. We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts. We can end this war at Yorktown, cut them off at sea, but for this to succeed, there is someone else we need. I know Hamilton, so he knows what to do in the trench, intuitive and fluid in French. I mean Hamilton, so what you gonna do you eventually? What's he gonna do in the bench? I mean Hamilton, no one has more resilience or matches my practical tactical brilliance. Hamilton, you wanna fight for your land back? Hamilton, I need my right hand man back, yeah. Get your right hand man back. You know you gotta get right hand man back. I mean you gotta put some thought into the letter, but the sooner the better to get the right hand man back. Alexander Hamilton, troops are waiting in the field for you. If you join us right now, together we can turn the tide. Oh, Alexander Hamilton, I have soldiers that will yield for you. If we manage to get this right, they'll surrender by early light. The world will never be the same, Alexander. I was younger than you are now. When I was given my first command, I led my men straight into a massacre. I witnessed their deaths firsthand. I made every mistake and felt the shame rise in me. And even though I lie awake, knowing history has its eyes on me. Whoa, whoa. History has its eyes on me. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control who lives, who dies, who tells your story. I know that we can win. I know that greatness lies in you. But remember, from here on in, history has its eyes on you. Whoa, whoa. History has its eyes on you. The Battle of Yorktown, 1781. Monsieur Hamilton, Monsieur Lafayette in command where you belong. How you saying, no sweat? And finally on the field we've had quite a run. Immigrants, we get the job done. So what happens if we win? I go back to France. I bring freedom to my people if I'm given the chance. We'll be with you when you do. Go lead your men. I see you on the other side till we meet again. I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot till the world turns upside down. Till the world turns upside down. Imagine just so much and feel like I'm in memory. This is where it gets me. On my feet, the enemy ahead of me. If this is the end of me, at least I have a friend with me. Weapon in my hand, a command, and remember me. Then I remember my lives is expecting me. Not only that, my allies is expecting. We gotta go, gotta get a job done. Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son. Take the bullets out of your gun, what? Take it out your gun, what? We move out and cover when we move as one. Through the night we have one shot to live another day. We cannot let a stray gunshot give us away. We will fight up close, seize the moment, stay in it. It's either that or meet the business ending with a bayonet. The code is Rochambeau, dig me, Rochambeau. You have your old man, go, and so the American experiment begins with my friends all scattered to the wind. Lawrence in the South Carolina, freedom, fire, and brave. We'll never be free until we end slavery. When we finally drive the British away, Lafayette is waiting there in Chesapeake Bay. How did we know this will end? We'll work a spy on the inside. That's right, Hercules Mulligan, a tailor spies behind the British government. I make the measurements, information, I smuggle it. In my brother's revolutionary covenant, I'm running with the Sons of Liberty, and I'm loving it. See, that's what happens when you go out with your ruffians. Now somebody's gotta shovel it. Hercules Mulligan, I need no introduction. When you knock me again, I'll pick the fuck back up again. Woo! Left, right, hold, go. What? After a week of invading, a young man in a red coat stands on a parapet. We lower our guns as he frantically waves a white handkerchief. And just like that, it's over. We tend to our wounded, we count our dead. And white soldiers wonder alike if this really means freedom. Not yet. We negotiate the terms of surrender. I see George Washington smile. We escort their men out of Yorktown. They stagger home single file. Tens of thousands of people flood the streets. There are screams and church bells ringing. And as our fallen foes retreat, I hear the drinking song they're singing. The world turned upside down. 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 Down, 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 down. Freedom for America, freedom for France. Down, down, down. Start a new nation, gotta meet my son. Down, down, down. We won. The world turned upside down. They say the price of my war is not a price they are willing to pay. Insane! You cheat with the French, now I'm fighting with France and with Spain. I'm so blue. I thought that we made an arrangement when you went away. You were mine to subdue. When even despite our estrangement, I've got a small quiddy for you. What comes next? You've been freed. Do you know how hard it is to lead? You're on your own. Awesome! Wow! Do you have a clue what happens now? Oceans rise, empires fall. It's so much harder when it's all your call. All alone across the sea. When your people say they hate you, don't come crawling back to me. Da 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 da. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da. You're on your own. Dear Theodosia, what to say to you? You have my eyes, you have your mother's name. When you came into the world you cried, and it broke my heart. I'm dedicating every day to you. Domestic life was never quite my smile. When you smile, you knock me out, I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. You will come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you, we'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. Yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. Oh, Philip, when you smile, I am undone. My son, look at my son. Pride is not the word I'm looking for. There is so much more inside me now. Oh, Philip, you outshine the morning sun, my son. When you smile, I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. My father wasn't around. I swear that I'll be around for you. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll make a million mistakes. I'll make the world safe and sound for you. We'll come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. We lay a strong enough foundation. We'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. Yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. After the war, I went back to New York. After the war, I went back to New York. I finished up my studies and I practiced law. Burr worked next door. Even though we started at the very same time, Alexander Hamilton began to climb. How to account for his rise to the top? Man, the man is non-stop. Gentlemen of the jury, I'm curious, bear with me. Are you aware of making history? This is the first murder trial of a brand new nation. The liberty behind declaration. Non-stop. I intend to prove beyond a shadow of doubt. With my assistant counsel, Hamilton, sit down. That weeks is innocent. Call your first witness. That's all you had to say. Okay, one more. Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Soon that attitude may be your doom. Why do you write like you're running out of time? Write day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Keeping on fighting in the meantime. Non-stop. Corruption's such an old song that we can sing along in harmony, and nowhere is it stronger than in Albany. His colonies and economies increasingly stalling, and honestly that's why he's just obviously. Stop. I practiced the law, I perfected it. I've seen injustice in the world and I've corrected it. Now for a strong sense of democracy. If not, then I'll be Socrates. Strong verbal rocks at the democracy. Hamilton at the Constitutional Convention. I was chosen for the Constitutional Convention. There as a New York junior delegate. Now what I'm gonna say may seem indelicate. Goes and proposes new form of government. His plan for a new form of government. Talks for 6 hours. The convention is listless. Bright young man. Yo, who the F is this? Why do you always say what you believe? Why do you always say that you believe? Every proclamation guarantees free ammunition for your enemies. Why do you write like it's going out of style? Why do you write like it's going out of style? Every day you fight like it's going out of style. Do what you do. Alexander, Aaron Burr, sir, well, it's the middle of the night. Can we confer? Sir, is this a legal matter? Yes, and it's important to me. What do you need? Burr, you're a better lawyer than me, okay? I know I talk too much. I'm abrasive. You're incredible in court. You're succinct, persuasive. My client needs a strong defense. You're the solution. Who's your client? The new U.S. Constitution? No. Hear me out. No way. A series of essays, and honestly polished, defending the document to the public. No one will read it. Disagree, and if it fails, Burr, that's why we need it. The Constitution's a mess, so it needs amendments. It's full of contradictions, so is independence. We have to start somewhere. No, nowhere. You're making a mistake. Good night. Hey, what are you waiting for? What are you stalled for? What? We won the war. What was it all for? Do you support this Constitution? Of course. Then defend it. But what if you're backing the wrong horse? Burr, we studied, we fought, and we killed for the notion of a nation we now get to build. For once in your life, take a stand with pride. I don't understand how you stand to the side. I keep all my plans close to my chest. Wait for it. I'll wait there and see which way the wind will blow. I'm taking my time, watching the afterbirth of a nation, watching the tensions grow. I am sailing off to London. I am accompanied by someone who always pays. I have found a wealthy husband who will keep me in comfort for all my days. He is not a lot of fun, but there's no one who can match you for turn of phrase. My Alexander, Angelica, don't forget to ride. Look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Just stay alive, that would be enough. And if your wife could check a fraction of your time, if I could grant you peace of mind, would that be enough? Leander joins forces with James Madison and John Jay to write a series of essays defending the new United Constitution entitled The Federalist Papers. The plan was to write a total of 25 essays that were divided evenly among the three men. In the end, they wrote 85 essays in the span of 3 months. John Jay got sick after writing 5. James Madison wrote 29. Hamilton wrote the other 51. How do you write like you're running out of time? Write day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Like you're running out of time. Are you running out of time? How do you write like tomorrow won't arrive? How do you write like you need it to survive? How do you write every second you're alive? Every second you're alive. Every second you're alive. They're asking me to lead. I am doing the best I can to get the people that I need. I'm asking you to be my right hand man. I know it's a lot to ask to leave behind the world you know. Do you want me to run the Treasury or State Department? Treasury. Let's go. Alexander. I have to leave. Alexander. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Helpless, they're asking me to leave. Look around, isn't this enough? He will never be satisfied. He will never be satisfied. History has a shot. Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you smart than the smartest in the room? Why do you smartest satisfied? Satisfied. Why do you write like you're running out of time? Why do you fight like history has its eyes on you? I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton, just you wait. I'm not throwing away my shot. 1789. How does the bastard, orphan, immigrant, decorated war vet unite the colonies through more debt? Fight the other founding fathers till he has to forfeit. Have it all, lose it all. Are you ready for more yet? Treasury Secretary, Washington's the president. Every American experiment sets a precedent. Not so fast, someone came along to resist him. Pissed him off until we had a two-party system. You haven't met him yet, you haven't had the chance, cause he's been kicking ass in the ambassador to France. But somebody ought to keep that American promise. You simply must meet Thomas Jefferson's coming home. Jefferson's coming home. Thomas Jefferson's coming home. Thomas Jefferson's coming home. Thomas Jefferson's coming home. Lord, he's been off in Paris for so long. France is following us to revolution. There is no more status quo, but the sun comes up and the world still spins. I up Lafayette draft the declaration. Then I said I gotta go. I gotta be in Monticello. Now the work at home begins. So what did I miss? What did I miss? Virginia, my home sweet home, I wanna give you a kiss. I've been in Paris meeting lots of different ladies. I basically list the late 80s. And I try wide world and I'm back to this. There's a letter on my desk from the president. Haven't even put my tags down yet. Sally be a lamb, darling, won't you open it? Says the president's assembling a cabinet, and then I'm agreeing the secretary of state. Great, and then I'm ready to send it approved. I just got home and now I'm heading up to New York. Headed to New York, looking at the rolling fields. I can't believe we are free, ready to face whatever's waiting me in NYC. Waiting for me when I step in the place. My friend James Madison, red in the face. He grabs my arm and I respond, what's going on? We're engaged in a battle for our nation's very soul. Can you get us out of the mess we're in? Hamilton's new financial plan is nothing less than government control. I've been fighting for the South alone. Where have you been? France? We have to win. What did I miss? What did I miss? come home to this, burst into a elliptic abyss, head first into the abyss. I gave them a meaning day. I guess I'd better think of something to say. I'm already on my way. Let's get on my list. What did I miss out? Mr. Jefferson, welcome home. Mr. Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton. Mr. Jefferson, welcome home. Mr. Jefferson, welcome home, sir. You've been up in Paris for so long. So what did I miss? Ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us in New York City. You are ready for our cabinet meeting, huh? Yeah. The issue on the table. Secretary Hamilton plans to assume state debt and establish a national bank. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We pop up these ideals, we shouldn't settle for less. These are wise words, enterprise and mind quote them. Don't act surprised, you guys, cause I wrote them. Ow, but Hamilton forgets. His plan would have the government assume state's debt. Now place your bets as to who that benefits. The very seat of government where Hamilton sits. Not true, if the shoe sweats, wear it. If New York's debt, why should Virginia bear it? Our debts are paid, I'm afraid. Don't tax the South, cause we got it made in the shade. In Virginia, we plant seeds in the ground. We create, we just wanna move our money around. This financial plan is an outrageous demand, and it's too many damn pages for any man to understand. Stand with me in the land of the free, and pray to God we never see Hamilton's candles to see. Look, what is the extra ticks? You got frisky. Imagine what's gonna happen when you try to tax our whiskey.
Oh my God,
thank you,
Mama,
Secretary
alcohol.
Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response. Thomas, that was a real nice declaration. Welcome to the present, we're wailing a real nation. Would you like to join us or stay mellow, doing what the hell you doing, Monticello? If we assume the date, the union gets a new line of credit, a financial diuretic. Do you not get it? If we're aggressive and competitive, the union gets a boost. You'd rather give it a sedative.
Wow, yeah.
It's a civics lesson from the slaver. Hey neighbor, your debts are paid cause I'm ready for labor. We plant seeds in the South, we create, yeah, keep ranting. We really plant. And another thing, it's an age of enlightenment. Don't lecture me about the war, you didn't find it. You think I'm frightened of you, man? We almost died in a trench while you were getting high with the French. Thomas Jefferson always hesitant with the president, reticent. There isn't a plan he doesn't jettison. Madison, your friend is a harder son, take out your medicine. Damn, you're in worse shape than the national debt is in. Sitting there useless as to turn around, bend over, I'll show you where my shoe fits. Excuse me, Madison, Jefferson, take a walk. Hamilton, take a walk.
Oh my God.
We'll reconvene in a brief recess. Hamilton, sir, a word. You don't have the votes. You don't have the votes. You're gonna need a congressional approval and you don't have the votes. Such a blunder, sometimes it makes me wonder why I even bring the thunder, why he even brings the thunder. You wanna pull yourself together? I'm sorry, these Virginians are birds of a feather. Young man, I'm from Virginia, so watch your mouth. So we let Congress get held hostage by the South. We need more strokes. We need this plan. You need to convince more folks. James Madison won't talk to me, that's a non-starter. Winning was easy, young man, governing's harder. Have to find a compromise, but they don't have a plan, they just hate mine. Convince them otherwise. And what happens if I don't get congressional approval? I imagine they'll call for your removal. Sir, figure it out, Alexander. That's an order from your commander. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My dearest Angelica, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty place from day to day. I trust you'll understand the reference to another Scottish tragedy without my name to play. They think me Macbeth, and mine is my folly. I'm a polymath, a pain in the a massive pain. Madison is Banquo, Jefferson's Macduff, and Burnham Wood is Congress on his way to Dunsany. There you are, an ocean away. Do you have to live an ocean away? Thoughts of you subside, then I get another letter. I cannot put the notion away. Take a break, I am on my way. There's a little surprise before supper and it cannot wait. I'll be there just a minute, save my plate. Alexander, okay. John is 9 years old today. He has something he'd like to say. He's been practicing all day. Philip, take it away. Daddy, look, my name is Philip. I am a poet. I wrote this poem just to show it. And I just turned 9. You can write rhymes, but you can't write mine. What? I practice French and play piano with my mother. I have a sister, but I want a little brother. Okay. My daddy's trying to start America's bank. Under toi, quatre, cinq. Bravo! Take a break. Hey, Arcadie's pretty great. You're away with us for the summer, let's go upstate. Eliza, I've got so much on my plate. Here's it on the play with our father. There's a lake I know, in a nearby park. I'd love to go. You and I can go when the night gets dark. I will try to get away. Nearest Alexander, you must get through to Jefferson. Sit down with him and compromise. Don't stop till you agree. Your favorite older sister, Angelica, reminds you there's someone in your corner all the way across the sea. Now out to see you weeks ago, I noticed a comma in the middle of a phrase. It changed the meaning. Did you intend this? One stroke and you consume my waking days. It says, my dearest Angelica, with a comma after dearest. You've written my dearest Angelica. Anyway though, this to say, I'm coming home this summer at my sister's invitation. I'll be there with your family if you make your way upstate. I know you're very busy, I know your work's important, but I'm promising the ocean and I just can't wait. You won't be an ocean away, you only be a moment away. Alexander, come downstairs. Angelica's arriving today. Angelica, Liza, the Schuyler sisters. Alexander, hi. It's good to see your face. I could tell this man John Adams spends the summer with his family. Angelica, tell my wife John Adams doesn't have a real job anyway. You're not joining us, wait. Afraid I cannot join you upstate. Alexander, I came this way. Came all this way. Take a break. You know I've got to get my plan through Congress. Way with us for the summer, let's go upstate. I lose my job if I don't get my plan through Congress. We can all go stay with our father. There's a lake I know I'll miss your face. In a nearby screw park. Your courage to the sticking place. And I can realize it's right. Take a break and get away. Run away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate. We can stay. We can all go stay with our father. Look around. Make your time. You will make your mind. Close your eyes and dream when the night gets dark. Take a break. I have to get my plan through Congress. I can't stop till I get this plan through Congress. Not like summer in the city. Someone under stress meets someone looking pretty. There's devil in the air, you can smell it. Alexander's by himself, I'll let him tell it. I didn't sleep in a week, I was weak, I was awake. You never seen a bastard orphan in more need of a break. Longing for Angelica, missing my wife. That's when Miss Mariah Reynolds walked into my life. She said, I know you are a man of honor. I'm so sorry to bother you at home. don't know where to go, and I came here all alone. She said, my husband's doing me wrong, cheating me, mistreating me. Suddenly he's up and gone. I don't have the means to go on. I offered her alone. I walked her home. She said, you're too kind, sir. I gave her $30 that I socked away. She lived a block away. She said, this one's mine, sir. Then I said, well, I should head back home. She turned red. She led me to a bed, let her egg spread, and said, stay, hey. And I began to pray, Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. Oh my God, she looks so helpless, and her body's saying hell yes. No, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. In my mind I'm trying to go. Then her mouth is on mine and I don't say no. Say no to this. 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 I wish I could say that was the last time. I said that last time, it became a pastime. A month into this endeavor, I received a letter from a Mr. James Reynolds. Even better, it said, Sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me down on the luck. You see, that was my wife you decided to fuck. Oh, you made the wrong sucker a cuckold, so time to pay the piper in the pants you unbuckled. And hey, you can keep seeing my whole wife if the price is right. If not, I'm telling your wife. I hit the letter, I raced to her place, screamed, how could you, in her face? Said, no sir. Apologetic, a mess, she looked pathetic, she cried, please don't go sir. So was your whole story a setup? I don't know any letter. Stop crying, goddamn, get it up. I didn't know any better. I am ruined, please don't leave me with him. Helpless, how could I do this? What he wants and you can have me. What do you want? I don't want you. Right? If you die. Lord, show me how to say no to this. Don't know how to say no to this, but the situation's helpless. And her body's screaming hell yes. No. Show me how to say no to this. How can I say no to this? There is nowhere I can go. When the body's on mine, I do not say no. Yes, no to this. No, yes, no to this. No, yes, no to this. No, yes, no to this. Say no to this. Don't say no to this. There's nowhere I can go. Go. So. Nobody needs to know. Mr. Secretary, Mr. Burr, sir, did you hear the news about good old Mercer? No, you can Claremont Street, yeah, they renamed him after him. The Mercer legacy is secure, sure. And all he had to do was die. Yeah, there's a lot less work. We ought to give it a try. Ha! You're gonna get your debt plan through. I guess I'm gonna finally have to listen to you. Really? Talk less. Smile more. Do whatever it takes to get my plan on the Congress floor. Now, Madison and Jefferson are merciless. Well, hate the sinner, love the sinner. Hamilton, I'm sorry, Burr, I've gotta go, but decisions are happening over dinner. Two Virginians and an immigrant walked into a room diametrically opposed foes. They emerged without a compromise, having opened doors that were previously closed. Bros. Emerges with unprecedented financial power, a system he can shape however he wants. Two Virginians emerge with the nation's capital. And here's the pièce de résistance. No one else in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. The room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. The room where it happened. No one really knows how the game is played, the art of the trade, how the sausage is made. We just assume that happens, but no one else was in the room where it happens. Thomas claims Alexander was Washington's doorstep one day in distress and disarray.
Thomas claims
Alexander said, I've got nowhere else to turn, and basically begged me to join the fray.
Thomas claims
I approached Madison and said, I know you hate him, but let's hear what he has to say.
Thomas claims
Well, I arranged the meeting, I arranged the menu, the venue, the seating, but no one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the parties get to yes. The pieces, that's a sacrifice in every game of chess. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens. Meanwhile, Madison is grappling with the fact that not every issue can be settled by committee.
Meanwhile,
Congress is fighting over where to put the capital. It ain't pretty. The Everson approach with the dinner and invite. Madison responds with Virginian insight. We can solve one problem with another and win a victory for the Southerners. In other words, a quid pro quo, I suppose. Would you like to work a little closer to home? Actually, I would. Well, I propose the Potomac. Yeah, there's votes. We'll see how it goes. Let's go. No. In the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. My God, in God we trust, but we'll never know what God discussed. Click, boom, then it happened. No one else is in the room where it happened.
Alexander Hamilton.
What did they say to you to get to sell New York City down the river?
Alexander Hamilton.
Did Washington know up at dinner with the president to live up?
Alexander Hamilton.
Or did you know even then it doesn't matter where you put the U.S. Capitol? We'll have the banks in the same spot. You got more when you gave, and I wanted what I got. You got skin in the game, you stay in the game, but you don't get a win unless you play the game. Oh, you get love for it, you get hate for it, you get nothing if you wait for it, wait. God, I'd help and forgive me. I wanna build something that's gonna outlive me. What do you want, bro? What do you want, bro? What do you stand nothing for? What do you fall for? I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. The room where it happens. I wanna be where it happens. I've got to be in that room where it happens. In that big old room. Oh, the compromise. Hold your nose and close your eyes. We wanna lead us to save the day. We don't get to say what they trade away. We dream of a brand new start, but we dream in the dark for the most part. The dark as the tomb where it happens. Got to be a room where it happens. I've gotta be where it happens. I've got to be where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. I've gotta be. I wanna be in the room. Click, boom.
Look, Grandpa's in the paper. War hero Philip Schuyler loses his Senate to young upstart Aaron Burr. Grandpa just lost a seat in the Senate.
Sometimes that's how it goes. Daddy's gonna find out any minute. I'm sure he already knows. Further down, let's meet the newest senator from New York, our senator. Burr said when you were a Democratic Republican, since being what put me up in the upper again. No one knows who you are, what you do. They don't know me, they don't like you. Excuse me? Oh, Wall Street thinks you're great. You always be adored by the things you create. But wait, I think you're crooked. The Schuyler seat was up for grabs, so I took it. I've always considered you a friend. I don't see why that has to end. Changed parties to run against my father-in-law. I changed parties to seize the opportunity I saw. I swear your pride will be the death of us all. If war, it goes before the fall. On the table, France is on the verge of war with England. Do we provide aid and troops to our French allies? Or do we stay out of it? Remember, my decisions on the matter is not subject to congressional approval. The only person in this room is me. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir. When we were on death's door, when we were needy, we made a promise, we signed a treaty. We needed money and guns and half a chance. Who provided those funds? France. Friend, they didn't ask for land, only a promise that we'd lend a hand. And with them if they fought against oppressors. And revolution is messy, but now's the time to stand. Stand with our brothers as they fight against tyranny. I know Alexander Hamilton is here, and he would not have this debate. I'll remind you that he is not Secretary of State. He knows nothing of loyalty. Smells like new money, dresses like fake royalty. To rise above his station. Everything he does is betrays the ideals of our nation. Hey, if you don't know, now you know, Mr. President. Thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response.
Come on. Yeah, get it, come on.
Must be out of your goddamn mind if you think the president's gonna bring the nation to the brink of the meddling in the middle of a military mess. A game of chess where France is king and queenless. We signed a treaty with the king whose head is now in a basket. Would you like to take it out and ask him? Should we honor our deity, King Louis's head? Do whatever you want. I'm super dead. Enough. Hamilton is right, Mr. President. We're fragile to start another fight. But sir, do we not fight for freedom? Sure, when the French figure out who's gonna lead them. The people are leading. The people are rioting. There's a difference. Frankly, it's a little disquieting. Would you let your ideals blind you to reality? Hamilton, sir, after the letter of neutrality. You forget Lafayette, what? Have you a sense of regret? You accumulate debt, you accumulate power, yet in their hour of need you forget. Lafayette's a smart man, he'll be fine. And before he was your friend, he was mine. If we try to fight in every revolution in the world, we never stop. Where do we drive the line? Quick-witted, unless I admit it. Bet you were quite a lawyer. My defense got acquitted. Yeah, well, someone ought to remind you what? I mean, what? Washington behind you. Hamilton, Daddy's calling. It must be nice, to have Washington on your side. It must be nice, to have Washington on your side. Equal action has its equal opposite reaction. Thanks to habit in our cabinets for into faction. Try not to crack under the stress, we're breaking down like fractions. We smack each other in the press, and we don't print refraction. I get no satisfaction witnessing his fits of passion. The way he primps and preens and dresses like the piss of fashion. Our poor citizen, our farmers, live ration to ration, as Wall Street robs them blind in search of chips to cash him. This preak is asking for someone to bring him to task. Someone to give me a dirt on his back or a mask so that he can at last unmask him. I'll pull the trigger on him, someone load the gun and cock it. While we were all watching, he got Washington in his pocket. It must be nice, to have Washington on your side. It must be nice, to have Washington on your side. Look at the Bill of Rights, which I wrote. The ink hasn't dried. It must be nice, to have Washington on your side. So he's double the size of the government. What is the trouble of so much of previous government size? Look in his eyes, see how he lies. Follow the scent of his enterprise, centralizing national credit and making American credit competitive. If we don't stop it, it and abetted it to resign. Someone has to stand up for the South. Somebody has to stand up to his mouth. There's a fire you're trying to douse. You can put it out inside the house. I'm in the cabinet, I am complicit. I'm watching and grabbing the power and kiss it. The Washington isn't gonna listen to a disciplined dissident. There is a difference, and this kid is out. Oh, the immigrant isn't somebody we chose. Oh, these immigrants giving us all on our toes. Oh, let's show these veterans what they're up against. Oh, southern motherfucking medical elegance. Oh, now follow the money and see where it goes. Oh, because every second the treasury grows. Oh, if we don't have the money and see where it leads. You know, we's looking for the seeds of Hamilton's best deeds. It must be nice, to follow the money and see where it goes. It must be nice, Yeah, the emperor has no clothes. We won't be invisible. we won't be denied. Still, it must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. President, you asked to see me. I know you're busy. What do you need, sir? Sir? I want to give you a word of warning. Sir, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started. Thomas Jefferson resigned this morning. You're kidding. I need a favor. Whatever you say, sir, Jefferson will pay for this behavior. Shh. Talk less. I'll leave it in a pseudonym. You'll see what I can do to him. I need you to draft an address. Yes, he resigned. You can finally speak your mind. No. He's stepping down so he can run for president. Ha! Good luck defeating you, sir. I'm stepping down. I'm not ready to be president. I'm sorry, what? One last time. Relax, have a drink with me. One last time. Let's take a break tonight, and then we'll teach them how to say goodbye. To say goodbye. You and I. No, sir. Why talk about neutrality? Britain and France on the verge of war. Is this the best time when talking against partisan fighting? But pick up the pen, start writing. I want to talk about what I have learned, the hard-won wisdom I have earned. Is the people you are concerned you have to serve. You could continue to serve one last time. The people will hear from me one last time. And if we get this right, we're gonna teach them how to say goodbye. You and I, Mr. President. They will say you're weak, no. They say you were strong. Your position is so unique. They use them to move them along. Why do you have to say goodbye? If I say goodbye, the nation learns to move on. It outlives me when I'm gone. Like scripture says, everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree. No one shall make them afraid. They'll be safe in the nation we've made. I want to sit under my own vine and fig tree, moment alone in the shade, at home in the nation we've made. One last time, last time. Though, in reviewing the incidents of my administration, I am unconscious of intentional error. I am nevertheless too sensible of my defects to think it probable that I may have committed many errors. I shall also carry in me the hope that my country will view them with indulgence, and that after 45 years of my life dedicated to its service with upright zeal, the faults of incompetent abilities will consign to oblivion, as I myself must soon to be the mansions of rest. I anticipate the pleasing expectation that retreat, in which I promise myself to realize the sweet enjoyment of partaking amidst of my fellow citizens, the benign influence of good laws under a free government, the ever-favorite object of my heart, and the happy reward, as I trust, of our mutual cares, labors, and dangers. One last time, George Washington's going home. Teach him how to say goodbye. George Washington's going home. You and I. George Washington's going home. Going home. George Washington's going home. History has its eyes. George Washington's going home. Yeah. We're gonna teach them how to say goodbye. How to say teach goodbye. Them how to say teach goodbye. How to say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. One last time. One last time. They say George Washington's yielding his powers and stepping away. Is that true? I wasn't aware that was something a person could do. I'm perplexed. Are they going to keep on replacing whoever's in charge? If so, who's next? There's nobody else in their country who looms quite as large. Psst, psst, psst. John Adams. Oh, him. That can't be. That's that little guy who spoke to me all those years ago. What was it? 85? That poor man, they're gonna eat him alive. Oceans rise, empires fall. Next to Washington they all look small, all alone. Watch them run, they will tear each other up into pieces. Jesus Christ, this will be fun. Da 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 da. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da. President John Adams. Good luck. How does Hamilton, the short-tempered protean creator of the Coast Guard, founder of the New York Post, ardently abuse his cabinet post, destroy his reputation? Welcome, folks, to the Adams administration. Jefferson's the runner-up, make him vice president. Washington can't help you now, no more Mr. Nice President. Hires Hamilton, privately calls him Creole bastard in his taunts. Say what? In progress, his response. Sit down, John, you fat mother... Hamilton's out of control. This is great. He's out of power. He holds no office. He just destroyed President John Adams, the only other significant part of his party. And since he's a host unto himself, as long as he can hold a pen, he's to a threat. Let's let him know what we know. Vice President. Mr. Madison. Senator Burr. What is this? We have check stubs from separate accounts. Almost $1,000 paid in different amounts to Mr. James Rattles way back in 1791. Is that what you have? Are you done? Nuclearly situated by virtue of your position, though virtue is not a word I apply to this situation. Seek financial gain, you stay from sacred mission, and the evidence suggests you engage in speculation. An immigrant embezzling our government funds. I can almost see the headline, your career is done. I hope you save some money from your daughter and son. You best run back where you come from. Ha! You don't even know what you're asking me to confess. Confess. You have nothing and don't have to tell you anything at all. Unless if I can prove that I never broke the law, do you promise not to tell another soul what you saw? No one else was in the room where it happens. Is that a yes? Yes. Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put their wealth in their pockets of people like me down on their luck. See, that was my wife. You decided to, escorted me to bed, and when she had me in the corner, that's when Reynolds escorted me at her assorted feet. That importantly, I may have mortally wounded my prospects, but my papers are orderly. As you can see, I kept a record every checking my checking history. Check it again against your list and see consistency. I never spent a cent that wasn't mine. You sent the dogs after my scent, that's fine. Yes, I have a reason for shame. I have not committed treason and sullied my good name. As you can see, I have done nothing to provoke legal action. Are my answers to your satisfaction? My God. Gentlemen, let's go. So, the people won't know what we know. Burr, I know you won't use this against me the next time we go toe to toe. And roads only grow, and we both know what we know. In the eye of the hurricane there is quiet for just a moment, a yellow sky. I was 17, a hurricane destroyed my town. I didn't drown, I couldn't seem to die. Rode my way out, wrote everything down far as I could see. I wrote my way out. I looked up and the town had its eyes on me. They still played around, and total strangers moved by my story. Raised enough for me to book passage on a ship that was New York bound. I wrote my way out of hell, I wrote my way to revolution. I was louder than the crack in the bell. I wrote Eliza love letters until she fell. I wrote the Constitution and defended it well. And in the face of ignorance and resistance, I wrote financial systems into existence. And my prayers to God were met with indifference. I picked up a pen, I wrote my own deliverance. In the eye of a hurricane there is quiet for just a moment, a yellow sky. I was 12 when my mother died. She was holding me. We were sick and she was holding me. I couldn't seem to die. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. I raped my way out. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Everything down far as I could see. Wait for it, wait has its eyes. I'll rape my way out. Overwhelmed them with honesty. This is the eye of the hurricane. This is the only way I could protect my legacy. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait. The Reynolds pamphlet. Reynolds pamphlet. Have you read this? Alexander Hamilton had a torrid affair, and he wrote it down right there. Highlight the charge against me in connection with one James Reynolds for purposes of improper speculation. My real crime is an amorous connection with his wife for considerable time with his knowing consent. Damn. I had frequent meetings with him, most of them at my own house. At his own house. Damn. Hamilton with our children being absent on a visit with their father. No. Boo. Have you read this? Nah. Never gonna be president now. 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 That's one thing the president now. Never gonna be president now. That's one thing to worry about. That's one less thing to worry about. I came as soon as I heard what? God, all the way away from London. Damn. Angelica, thank God someone is understands what I'm struggling here to do. I'm not here for you. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. I love my sister more than anything in this life. I will choose her happiness over mine every time. Put what we had aside, I'm standing at her side. You could never be satisfied, God, I hope you're satisfied. Never gonna be president now, 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 never gonna be president now. Less thing to worry about, that's one less thing to worry about. Hey, never be president now, never gonna be president, never gonna be president now, never gonna be president now, never gonna be president now, that's one less thing to worry about. That's one less thing to worry about. Reynolds pamphlet. Have you read this? You ever see somebody ruin their own life? His poor wife. Saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine, I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when your first letter arrived? She said, be careful with that one, love. He will do what it takes to survive. You and your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me palaces out of paragraphs. You built cathedrals. I'm rereading the letters you wrote me. I'm searching in scanners for answers in every line, for some kind of sign. And when you were mine, the world seemed to burn. You published the letters she wrote you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl into our bed. In clearing your name, you have ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said when she read what you done? She said, "You've married an Icarus. He's flown too close to the sun. You and your words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences border on census, and you are paranoid in every paragraph how they perceive you. I'm erasing myself from the narrative. Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted when you broke her heart. You have torn it all apart, I'm watching it burn. Watching it burn. The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed. They don't know what I said. I'm burning the memories, burning the letters that might have redeemed you. You forfeit all rights to my heart. You forfeit the place in our bed. You'll sleep in your office instead, with only the memories of when you were mine. I hope that you burn. The latest graduate of King's College. Probably didn't brag, but dag, I'm amazed and astonished. They ought to say I got the same virtuosity as mines on my pops. The ladies say my brain's not where the resemblance stop. I'm only 19, but my mind is older. Gotta be my own man like my father, Bob Older. I shoulder his legacy with pride. I used to hear him say that someday I was blow a style away. Ladies, I'm looking for a Mr. George Ika. His speech last week for 4th of July speaker. He disparaged my photos to be a part of a crowd. How that I'm making my father proud. Just up Broadway a couple of blocks. He was going to see a play. Well, I go visit his box. God, you're a fox. Oh, y'all piggy in your frocks. How about when we get back, we all strip down to our socks? Okay, blow us all away. George, I'm trying to watch the show. You should watch him out when you're talking about my father, though. I didn't say anything that was true. Your father's a scoundrel, and so it seems that you, ooh. So it's like, yeah, don't fool around. I'm not your little schoolboy friends on the dueling ground. That is, unless you want to step outside and go now. I don't know where to find you. Piss off, I'm watching the show now. Pops, if you only heard it about you, I doubt you would have let it slide, and I was not about to slow down. I came to ask you for advice. This is my first duel. They don't exactly cover the subject in boarding school. Friends would tell him to negotiate a peace. He refused to apologize. We had to let the peace cease. There's the traveling across the river in Jersey. Everything is legal in New Jersey. Alright, so this is what you're gonna do. Stand there like a man until Eager's in front of you. When the time comes, fire weapon in the air, cause we'll put the end to the whole affair. What if he decides to shoot? Then I'm a goner. No, he will have a suit if he's truly a man of honor. To take someone's life, that is something you can't shake. Philip, your mother can't take another heartbreak. Father, promise me you don't want this young man's blood on your conscience. Okay, I promise. Come back home when you're done. Take my guns. Be smart. Make me proud, son. My name's Philip. I am a poet. I'm a little nervous, but I can't show it. I'm sorry, I'm a Hamilton with pride. You talk about my father, I cannot let it slide. Mr. Ika, how was the rest of your show? I'd rather skip the pleasantries. Let's go. Grab your pistol, confer with your men. The duel will commence after we count to 10. Count to 10, look 'em in the eye, aim no higher. Summon all the courage you require. Then slowly and clearly, aim your gun towards the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay alive. Stay alive. Where's my son from Hamilton? Come in. They brought him half an hour ago. He lost a lot of blood on the way. Yes, but you have to understand. The bill enters just above the hip and enlarging his DM. Please, I'm doing everything I can. But the wood was already wrecked when he arrived. Philip. I did exactly as you said, Pa. I held my head up high. I know, shh, I know, shh, I know. You did everything just right. Even before we got to 10, shh, I was aiming for the sky. I know, the sky. I know. Save your strength and stay alive. Eliza, is he going to survive this? Who did this, Alexander? Did you know? Mom, I'm so sorry for forgetting what you taught me, my son. We played piano, out you piano. I put your hands on mine. Change the melody every time. I would always change the line. Shh, I know. I'd change the line. I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8. There are moments that the words can't reach. There is suffering too terrible to name. You hold your child as tight as you can, and you push away the unimaginable. The moments when you're in so deep, it feels just easier to just swim down. The Hamiltons move uptown and learn to live with the unimaginable. And I was in the garden. I walk alone to the store. It's quiet uptown. I never liked the quiet before. I take the children to church on Sunday. A sign at the cross at the door, and I pray. That never used to happen before. If you see him in the street, walking by himself, talking to himself, have pity, Philip, you would like it uptown. It's quiet uptown. He is working through the unimaginable. His hair is gone gray. He passes every day. They say he has the length of the city. You knock me out, I fall apart. You imagine. Look at where we are. Look at where we started. I know I don't deserve you, Eliza, but hear me out, that would be enough. If I could spare his life, if I could trade his life for mine, he'd be standing here right now, and you would smile, and that would be enough. I don't pretend to know the challenges we're facing. I know there's no replacing what we've lost, and you need time. But I'm not afraid. I know who I married. Just let me stay here by your side. That would be enough. If you see him in the street, walking by your side, talking by your side, have pity. Eliza, do you like it uptown? It's quiet uptown. He is trying to the unimaginable. Him walking in the park, long after dark, taking in the sights of the city around. Look around, Eliza. They are trying to do the unimaginable. The moments that the words don't reach. There is grace too powerful to name. We push away they can never understand. We push away the unimaginable. They are starring in the garden. Alexander by Eliza's side. She takes his hand. It's quiet uptown. Forgiveness. Can you imagine? Forgiveness. Can you imagine? If you see him in the street, walking by her side, talking by her side, have pity. They are going through the unimaginable.
The election of 1800. Can we get back to politics, please? Yo, every action has its equal opposite reaction. John Adams says, man, I love the guy, but he's in traction. Poor Alexander Hamilton, he is missing in action. So now I'm facing Aaron Burr with their own faction. He's very attractive in the north. New Yorkers like his chances. He's not very forthcoming on any particular stances. Ask him a question that glances off the opposite dances. And they say I'm a Francophile, at least I know they know where France is. That's the problem. See, they Burr is a less extreme. Unitarian's course, a re-endorsement might redeem you. What do you have in mind? Don't laugh. Who is it? Used to work on the same staff. What? It might be nice. It might be nice to get Hamilton on your side. It might be nice. It might be nice to get Hamilton on your side. Talk less. Burr! Smile more. Burr! Don't let him know what you're against or what you're for. Burr! Shake hands with him. Burr! Charm her. Burr! It's 1800, ladies, tell your husbands vote for Burr. I don't like Adams, well he's gonna lose, that's such defeatist. And Jefferson in love with France, yeah he's so elitist. I like that Aaron Burr, I can't believe we're here with him. He seems approachable, like you could grab a beer with him. Dear Mr. Hamilton, your fellow Federalists would like to know how you'll be voting. It's quiet uptown. Dear Mr. Hamilton, John Adams doesn't stand a chance of her you promoting. It's quiet up. Jefferson or Burr. We know it's lose-lose. Jefferson or Burr. But if you had to choose, dear Mr. Hamilton, John Adams doesn't stand a chance of who are you promoting. But if you had to choose, well, if it isn't Aaron Burr, Sir Alexander, you created quite a stir, sir. Going door to door, you're openly campaigning. Sure, that's new. Honestly, it's kinda draining. Burr, sir. there anything you wouldn't do? No, I'm chasing what I want. And you know what? What? I learned that from you. If you had to choose, if you had to choose, it's a tie. If you had to choose, if you had to choose, it's up to the galleries. If you had to choose, if you had to choose, it's up to Hamilton. If you had to choose, Jefferson or Burns, Jefferson or Burns, choose. Yo, Jefferson's gonna hear my voice. For the country is facing a difficult choice. And if you were to ask me who I'd promote, Jefferson has my vote. I never agreed with Jefferson once. We have fought on like 75 different fronts. But when all is said and all is done, Jefferson has beliefs, Burr has none. Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned. Hamilton's on your side. Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned. And you won in a landslide. Congrats on a race well run. I did give you a fight. I look forward to our partnership. As your vice president. Yeah, right. You hear this guy? Man openly campaigns against me, talking about I look forward to our partnership. It's crazy that the guy who comes in second place, press president. Oh, you know what? We can change that. You know why? I'm the president. Burr, when you see Hamilton, thank him for the endorsement. How does Hamilton, an arrogant immigrant, orphan, bastard, poor son, somehow endorse Thomas Jefferson, his enemy, a man he's despised since the beginning, just to keep me from winning? I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens. You've kept me from the room where it happens for the last time. Yeah, Alexander, I am slow to anger, but I toe the line as I reckon with the effects of your life on mine. I look back on where I failed, in every place I checked. The only common thread has been your disrespect. Now you call me immoral, a dangerous disgrace. If you got something to say, name a time and place, face to face. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, a dopper, the vice president. I am not the reason no one trusts you. No one knows what you believe. I will not equivocate on my opinion. I have always worn it on my sleeve. If I was to say what you think I said, you would need to cite on more specific agreements. Here's an itemized list of 30 years of disagreements. Sweet Jesus, hey, I have not been shy. I am just a guy in the public eye, trying to be the best for the public. I don't want to fight, but I won't apologize for doing what's right. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Ham. Careful how you proceed, good man. Imperate to deed, good man. Asking for the accusation, I lay at your feet. You're prepared to bleed, good man. For your grievance is illegitimate. I stand by what I said, every bit of it. You stand only for yourself, it's what you do. I can't apologize because it's true. Then stand, Alexander. We hawk and dawn, guns drawn. You're on. I had the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Ham, A. Burr. Time to come back to sleep. I've an early meeting out of town. It's still dark outside. I know. I just need to write something down. Why do you write like you're running out of time? Shh. Come back to bed. That would be enough. I'll be back before you know I'm gone. Come back to sleep. This meeting's at dawn. Well, I'm going back to sleep. Hey. Best of wives and best of women. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 things you need to know. Number 1, we rode across the Hudson at dawn. My friend William P. Van Ness signed in as a Number 2, Hamilton arrived with his crew, Nathaniel Pendleton and the doctor that he knew. Number 3, I watched Hamilton examine the terrain. I wish I could tell you what was happening in his brain. This man has poisoned my political pursuits. Most disputes die and no one shoots. Number 4, Hamilton draw the first position, looking to the world like a man on a mission. This is a soldier with a marksman ability. Doctor turned around so he have deniability. 5, now I didn't know this at the time, but we were in the same spot. My son died, is that why? 6, he examined the gun with such rigor. I watched as he methodically fiddled with the trigger. 7, confession time, here's what I got. My fellow soldiers tell you that I'm a terrible shot. Number 8, your last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can set the record straight. They won't teach you this in your classes, but look it up. Hamilton was wearing his glasses. Why? If not to take deadly aim. It's him or me. The world will never be the same. I had only one thought before the slaughter. This man will not make an orphan of my daughter. Number 9, look him in the eye, aim no higher. Summon all the courage then you acquire. Then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10, paces fire. I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Is this where it gets me? On my feet, several feet ahead of me. I see it coming. Do I run or fire, gun or let it be? There is no beat, no melody. Burr, my first friend, my enemy. Maybe the last face I'll ever see. If I throw away my shot, is this how you'll remember me? What if this battle is my legacy? Legacy. What is a legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. I wrote some notes at the beginning of a song someone will sing for me. America, you great unfinished symphony you sent for me. You let me make a difference. A place where even orphan immigrants can leave their fingerprints and rise up. I'm running out of time, I'm running and my rhyme's up. Wise up, eyes up. I catch a glimpse of the other side. Lawrence lead a soldier's chorus on the other side. My son is on the other side. He's with my mother on the other side. Washington is washing from the other side. Teach me how to say goodbye. Rise up, rise up, rise up. Eliza. My love, your time. I'll see you on the other side. There's a glass to freedom. He aims his pistol at the sky. What? Strike him right between the ribs. I walk towards him, but I am ushered away. They row him back towards the Hudson. I get a drink. I hear wailing in the streets. Somebody tells me you better hide. They say Angelica and Eliza were both at his side when he died. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. History obliterates. In every picture it paints me and all my mistakes. When Alexander aimed at the sky, he may have been the first one to die, but I'm the one who paid for it. I survived, but I pay for it. Now I'm the villain in your history. I was too young and blind to see. I should have known the world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me. The world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me. Let me tell you what I wish I had known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? President Jefferson, I'll give him this. His financial system is a work of genius. I couldn't undo it if I tried. And I've tried. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? President Madison took our country from bankruptcy to prosperity. I hate to admit it, but he doesn't get enough credit for all the credit he gave us. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? Every other founding father's story gets told. Every other founding father gets to grow old. And when you're gone, who remembers your name? Who keeps your flame? Who tells your story? Who tells your story? Who tells your story? Eliza, I put myself back in the narrative. Eliza, I stop wasting time on tears. I live another 50 years. It's not enough. Eliza, I interview every soldier who fought by your side. She tells our story. I try to make sense of your thousands of pages of writings. You really do write like you're running out of time. I rely on Angelica. While she's alive, we tell your story. She was buried in Trinity Church near you. When I needed her most, she was right on time. And if I'm still not through, I ask myself, what would you do if you had more time? The Lord, in His kindness, He gives me what you always wanted. He gives me more time. I raise funds in D.C. for the Washington Monument. She tells my story. I speak against that slavery. You could have done so much more if you only had time. And when my time is up, have I done enough? Will they tell your story? Oh, can I show you what I'm proudest of? The orphanage. I established the first private orphanage in New York City. The orphanage. I helped raise 200s of children. I get to see them growing up. The orphanage. In their eyes I see you, Alexander. I see you every time. And when my time is up, have I done enough? Will they tell your story? Oh, I can't say to see you again. It's only a matter of time. Will they tell your story? Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? Will they tell your story? Who lives, who dies, who tells your story?